So basically, spent all day, did some laundry, hung out with a sort of local I met. He's Danish, but he has lived in New Zealand his whole life. Now he's just moved back here, and so he's kind of showing me around a little bit. He just went back and just wanted to check out this fort a little bit, and then now I'll head kind of towards the central station again. I'm going to take a train in about an hour and go to Odense, where I have a place to stay. Beautiful blackberries. So we've made the transition from raspberries to blackberries. We are in Denmark now, and I haven't really done too many videos, unfortunately. I've been kind of busy. Just left Copenhagen. I bought this bike. It's not too bad. It's a little big for me. I had to do quite a few adjustments, and I figured out a way to attach my bag to the back, although it's really heavy with the bag on the back, and so it's hard to maneuver. But I've been going on this long straight path, making good progress, going to, I think, Kolding today. I decided to stop for some blackberries because they look so huge and delicious, and you know how I love my brambles. I love the blackberries, I love the raspberries, and I've tried a couple of them. They're a little grainy and very sour and like big. They're like juicy and sour and a little like kind of grainy. I don't know why that is, but they're not as jammy, I guess. That's probably because it's cool, a lot cooler here, so it's kind of sour and grainy rather than jammy. So they're not bad, but I've had better. I think that maybe it's a little early in the season still for them, because there's quite a few unripe ones, but there are quite a few ripe ones, and they're huge. So I'm gonna have a couple more and then keep going. But yeah, this bike's not too bad. I got these straps on it, keeps the bag in real nice. It's, yeah, there's, you know, could be better. This bike is way too big for me, so it's not the most comfortable to ride for me. I have to sit really far up on the seat, but I adjusted the seat down and the handlebar up, and it kind of works. It kind of works. So I'm gonna go for it. And I've been riding, and I've been enjoying it. I've been really enjoying it. If I were to walk this whole distance, this would suck because it's just long and straight and flat. But riding it is a breeze, and when you ride, there is a nice breeze. I'm still getting the hang of this bike. It's, like I said, it's heavy, and the primary brake is the front brake, so it doesn't, the braking is not the best, but it also could be worse. So yeah, but there's a lot of playgrounds here, and that's pretty cool. We're just kind of outskirts of Odense, or Odense as they call it here. They call it Odense. Nobody actually knows how to pronounce it except for the locals, or I should say the Danish in general probably do, but I mean other Europeans don't either. It's not a well-known name. It's a well-known city. It's one of Denmark's larger cities, but it's not exactly huge either. It was a nice city. There was a lot of old half-timbered houses. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I see the bike, but there's actually a lot of bike signs that say like, oh, this way for here. I think this is mine though. I think I'm taking the 6. That's what, I don't know how I didn't realize that. I'm taking, oh fuck. Well, look at that. First time. I took that corner too fast. Luckily my straps actually held on. You see that? That could have been a lot worse. If I'm like riding and this falls off in traffic and a bus hits it or something, that would be not good. Oh, I see the problem. Look at this. This strap needs to be here. I got it back kind of how it was. Yeah, it's kind of a liability, but at the same time, the fact that it didn't fall off the bike and that it held, the straps held it in place, even though I had to stop and readjust it, I think it's good. It's fine like that. I tried to wear it, and initially that was kind of, well, initially I did want to do something like this. Then I wanted to, then I decided, well, I probably will have to wear it. Some bike shop guy said like, oh, you probably are just gonna wear it. Like that's what most people do. And it's like not easy to attach. So I said, okay, whatever, I'll wear it. It's not, you know, it's not that bad. Well, it wasn't great, especially because the bike's too big. It was putting a lot of pressure on my back and making it difficult. So I decided to do this, and so far it's worked. Even when it did fall, it did like stay in place. It didn't fall off the bike. So I call that a win. We are leaving Odense. It's a bit of a windy day. See how this thing is on gravel. I think it should be okay. It does have city tires on it, but the tires are actually pretty nice looking. They're pretty new. I can't complain too much about the quality of the bike when I bought it. It's, you know, the brakes are the only thing. They're a little annoying. Looks like they have a little Christmas tree farm here. Yeah, the brakes are a little bit not the best, but they're not broken or anything, so it's fine. The size, but that's not really the fault of, that's my fault for not checking. And that's about it. Otherwise, it's pretty decent. I don't think I mean, I think that these, I don't really know the significance of the tire size. I know these thinner ones are for more for city biking, and then thicker off-road. I don't plan on doing anything off-road really, so these thin ones are fine, although I always worry they're gonna get bent, you know, like if I put it in a bike lock or something. I worry that they might get bent, but they're not the thinnest. I've seen thinner, so geez, I've seen thinner tires than this, so I don't think that these are like, you know, only for city. Like you can take this off-road, like in the stuff that I'm doing right now. I turn right to go to Middelfart. They have honey that way though. That's tempting. That is tempting. There's a snake. Look at that. It's a I think that's a gardener snake. Snake in the path. Snake. But no, I think these tires or these wheels are fine. I worry with the weight. If I always have to take the bag off to when I take it off anyway. Look at this. I thought this whole way was going to be paved, to be honest. I don't really, I actually kind of like this. Back home I have a mountain bike, and I mean, this isn't like mountain biking, but it is, you know, a little more natural. These are beautiful forests. I think these are beech trees, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, big juicy beech trees, and then spruce, I guess. But primarily all these giant trees are beech trees, and these you find throughout Europe, but we didn't see too many in Sweden. Oh boy, big hill I just went down. And with these thin tires, it's like, you know, it's muddy out. You don't get much traction. That's one thing, I guess. And with the big weight on the back, that back wheel just gets loose. You know, with a big back wheel, with that weight, actually would probably keep in place more. With the small one, you turn a little and it will like slide out, and then, you know, there's no coming back. And I really hate to say, but I do not have a helmet, because the helmets were like the same price as the fucking bike. It's insane how expensive some things are here. So like this hill is fine. Oh, look at that. Put it into top gear here. got some, I think it's wheat, I don't know. Most farmers here have already harvested because there was some rain yesterday. It poured actually, and they wanted to get in before, and I think it's going to rain again tomorrow, which is a bit unfortunate because I planned on biking again tomorrow. So I'll see what the weather is. I don't really like to bike in the rain. I don't like to hike in the rain either necessarily, but biking in the rain is worse. Ugh. A bug tried to fly into my mouth. Luckily I closed it just in time. But yeah, I would say this bike doesn't feel exactly stable on high speeds on gravel and mud and stuff. It feels a little shaky. I think it's fine, you know, but it's just something to watch out for. Whoa. Sunflowers. I was also told well, the guy didn't know what this was called in English. He said they grow a lot of yellow flowers. I thought he meant rapeseed. Rape. They grow a lot of rape here. But he might have meant sunflower, because then he said, oh, because Ukraine produces a lot of this, and because the war, you know, it's become more valuable. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that they grow a lot of sunflower in Ukraine, although they might produce a lot of rape as well. It's rapeseed, canola for North America. In North America it's called canola because people, for some reason, consumers don't like the name rape. They don't want to eat rape oil, so they call it canola. But well, actually it's I think it was originally called canola, or at least the variety planted, the cultivar planted, is produced in Canada, and it's high in oleic acid, so it's Canada high oleic oil, so canola. So that's the name actually where it comes from. But so it's not just, well, anyway, so I don't know, they either produce a lot of rape here or they produce a lot of sunflower, maybe some of both. I think canola is more common nowadays than sunflower, but I might but actually I don't know that. And historically sunflower was a big crop in Ukraine, so I don't know if that's still the case or if it's more canola, but regardless, yeah, they produce canola and or sunflower in abundance here apparently. It's a 7-speed, 7 gears, just like car I have back in the States. 7 speeds, so I should be used to it. Occasionally I accidentally switch the wrong direction. As you push forward, you go down, which I guess, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it would make, intuitively it seems like I'm pushing up, like forward up, but I'm getting the hang of it, so not really a big deal. I like these types of paths. Even for walking, these are really nice. Now the problem is with walking, I'm gonna go, I think, hopefully 75 kilometers today, so quite a bit further, and that's not even a long day. It should take about, well, I don't know, 5 hours, something like that, 5-6 hours. So yeah, it's way faster than walking. And it's flat here, it's flat in northern Germany, it's flat, I think I'm gonna go to Netherlands, and it's all, everything's biking here. Copenhagen was insane. It was actually too much. Like, I actually believe there were just too many bikes there. It was just like, there's like bike congestion, like where you're getting stuck behind people, just going slower, and you can't get around because there's just too many bikes everywhere. So yeah, Copenhagen was insane. This is a super nice forest here. These trees to my left, they're like these cedar or cypress type of trees. They look almost like baby redwood trees, and honestly I'm wondering if they're like, I don't know, they almost look like baby redwood trees. Like, not like they're just young redwood trees, but they're like they're like similar to redwood trees, like with that smooth bark, and it's kind of looks fireproof, and the foliage and everything. but I think they're probably something else. They're probably some type of I don't know, cedar or something, but they're pretty cool. I just went down these, like, there's like these curved, muddy, rocky hills that I've been going down, and let me tell you, oh god, the gear's stuck again. Fuck. Here you can see one of those big trees, or maybe these are yew trees? I don't know. They're pretty cool though. But this is my cycling path right here. It's a hiking trail. This is gonna be interesting. I don't know if there's another way, maybe there. I can go on this, but I don't have a mountain bike. This might tip if I... Sadly enough, I decided to walk my bike because I tried to get on it and I just couldn't get it going. This mud. And there's another guy walked past. He was walking his bike, and he actually was a serious biker. Had like a really nice bike, and I figured if he's walking it, yeah, probably I should too. I mean, this stuff is not the best. You need a real mountain bike to get through this stuff, in my opinion. And especially with this big weight on the back, it's just not stable. And I don't have a helmet, so I don't want to crash and like break all my ribs and bust my head. I could probably go down here. There's like jumps and stuff here. This is kind of cool. I need to get the hang of this bike more, especially with the downshifting and getting stuck. Because if I go up a hill, I don't want to fall over. Whoa! And I get some hiking in. Not just biking, I'm a hiker. I should have gone on that. Oh, fucking hell. Should have gone on that jump. Wonder if it would, okay, I'm gonna start riding it. It's fine, I think. Okay, this is really fucking muddy. But once I get past this mud, I'm gonna ride it. Whoa, like sinking into the mud. I can't tell if it's easier or harder to hike while walking the bike with, because I don't have the pack on, so I don't have to carry the pack. But I have the pack on here, so it's like a cart almost. But because it's only 2 wheels and it's not that stable, it's not that easy. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go. There we go. That feels good. 3rd gear. Let's pop it up to 4th gear. There's a hill here. We'll see if we can not crash going down this muddy hill. Pop it into 5th gear and just let the gravity take me. I love going fast. However, well, there's some mud here. I'm gonna go around it. Ooh, fucking hell. Oh god. Stuck in the mud. I hit a mud and it's just, it's like when you play a racing game and I guess go right here. That mud is really sticky. It's like when you play look at that, it's a pretty full river. You play like a racing game, you hit like the sand or the grass or whatever, and just like slows you down like crazy. That's what it was like hitting that mud. I don't know if I showed you, but I got the bag like really snug, so I'm hoping it's enough that it won't fall, although that means that if it doesn't fall, maybe I will fall off. But no, the bag is like, I have like cross hatches and stuff now. Like I crossed it like twice, like double crossed it in the back, so it's like jammed in there, and so it's just like nothing can slip as far as I know. There we go. Shift. Get some, we're in top gear now. Top gear. Oh shit. Had to slow down. As bad as it sounds, it's just, I wanted to use that speed, but first of all, if a car's coming, I'm fucked. Second of all, I didn't know how sharp the turn was, and I can't turn sharp with this bag. It's like I can feel it sliding out if I try. Ooh. Funny how even just slight hills really, you know, that's the downside of bikes. I'd rather hike up a hill than bike up a hill. But God, these trees are so weird. What's up with them? These are like giant Christmas trees, and they just never grew up. They never grew out. They're like half bald. Giant pine cones at the top, but they're like completely bald. And you can see all the understory in there. That's strange. I love the trees around here for some reason. They're kind of just like cool. Cycling is dangerous, and I know cyclers piss off everyone. Yeah, that's true. Nice house right there. I love these traditional houses. The thatched roof, half timbered. I've removed my clothes, so now I'm nude biking. Oh God, there's another hill. There's been a lot of hills. Yeah, my camera just died last time, so got cut off, but there's a ton of hills. It's a hilly territory, and so I've been sweating and I just want to take my shirt off, and I realized I still have 2 of those really light beers from Sweden. I just threw them back because I'm thirsty and I'm dumb, and I didn't fill my water bottles up all the way, and so I'm almost out of water. I think I will come into town soon. I did not expect it to be this hilly. I guess I'm in the hilly region of Denmark, and it's killing my legs. It's killing. My legs are like dead. I like how this feels like a bike path. It's really thin, but it's actually a road. And I guess people, horses, anyone's allowed on it. It's also been raining slightly and really windy. A storm is blowing in, definitely. So yeah, I shall see. Every time there's a downhill, there's a fucking there's a turn. Look how rocky this is. Hopefully I don't slip. Look at that. Easy, easy. Definitely, that's a nice contailing there. I'm in top gear right now. Look at that. Weird forests. I mean, weird. I mean, they're obviously producing wood for something, but that's cool. That's strange. What are they doing this for? Look at that. That place. Oh shit. Wondering what that place. There's that bakery. Oh damn it. Could go back, but it's alright. I'll wait until some kind of town. I want to get like a hot meal, because I had a bakery earlier today. Some cows. Isn't that great? Ooh. This road though is super nice. Look at that. This road is just smooth. They just redid it. You can smell it. Six gear. Look at that. Look at that. Can I get up this hill with my momentum? Oh. Fifth gear. I don't think so. Fourth gear. I'm losing speed fast. Third. Second, yeah. First gear. No. It's over. pedaling. These cows are watching me. I think I'm an idiot. Now we're at the top. It's like a roller coaster. Okay. Second gear, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Look at that. That is good. Okay. I kind of jammed my gears there. Tried to go in the 7th, and then I realized probably wasn't a good idea to go in the 7th. God, wish I turned the camera on. There's a really cool house back there. It looked like a old little like manor house from Middle Ages. It was pretty cool. Sorry. I don't know why I even tell you, because now you're like, whoa, now I just missed it. It was a really nice house. I'm sure there's more. I don't really feel like going back to film it. It wasn't, you know, it's not like worth going back to film, but it was nice. It was a nice house. But I'm definitely running my battery more today in a long time. Ran one down already. Nice half timbered house. These are great, these half timbered houses. I like them. They're pretty they're charming. There's a boat right there, a little far from water. There's a big tractor coming behind me. I need to go fast. It's trying to attack. I'm being attacked by a tractor. Come on. It's running me down. Tractor. Whew. It's a rocky fucking road here. I'm gonna blow a fucking tire out if I'm not careful. Skipped a gear there. Nice church there. There we are. There's a church parking lot. There we are, some sunshine. Brilliant, brilliant. I want you guys to check this corn out on the left for a minute. This corn is shit. It's already August. And look at that. That is, well, I've seen worse actually. There was way worse corn back there. This corn is still not good, but it's better than I saw before. But look at that. How is it August and this is what your corn looks like? I don't know how they grow corn here. I'm so hungry. I'm so tired from not eating. I haven't like eaten in 2 days basically. That sounds dramatic. It's a little dramatic, but it's kind of true, because I had pretty much a pastry, a single pastry for breakfast yesterday, and then I had a little hot dog from a hot dog stand, and then for dinner I had a protein shake, and like one of those little ones from the store, not like a homemade one, little protein shake and like a protein bar, and that's it. And that was, so yesterday, and I didn't drink any beer yesterday or anything like that. So, and today I've had 2 pastries, that's it. That's it. It's rough. It's rough. It's a rough world we're living in. Because the hotel totally ripped me off. Apparently they charge you extra for sheets. Like you pay for the room and then you have to pay for your sheets. What? Are they insane? I can't. Why? Like, what do you expect? People not And then, I mean, that you have to use the sheets too. It's not like, oh, you can just use the bed without the sheets. No, I guess if you bring your own sheets, you don't have to pay for their sheets. Who the hell travels and brings their own sheets? This is just stupid. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. These people are insane. You know, these people are just crazy people. If they think like someone's just gonna bring their own sheets. That's not gonna happen. And so it's just really trying to rip people off. They ripped me off. It ended up being an extra like $15, you know, converted, right? 15 bucks. These people are absolutely insane. I was appalled by the service, and it wasn't even a nice place. It was it was like $70 plus 15. It was $95. The place was kind of a junk heap. It was like fine, but it should have been like 20 bucks, 30 bucks total. Instead it was 95 bucks. These people are insane. This corn looks a little better. Looks a little more uniform. Still kind of short, but I guess whatever. They don't have oh my god, why am I in first gear? Why am I in first gear? Sometimes I think I accidentally downshift because, anyway, the hotel, they're insane. So I'm trying to save money, and so I'm not eating, but now I'm so hungry I'm gonna fall off this bike. I thought I was gonna go through a town. Maybe I still am, but I haven't seen it yet. There's some nice little farmhouses, but that's about it. You know something different about this corn than that other corn? This corn looks actually pretty good. What the hell is wrong with those other people? This corn is definitely much better. I don't even, I mean, there's actually corn growing here. The other stuff is just foliage. You can actually see the ears developing. I don't even know. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Some people. I had to stop and have another of those little beers, and now I'm rocketing along. Rocketing along. Look at this. Excuse me. Look at that. Speed and power. That's what we're about here. We're about speed and power. I think there's a town coming up in maybe 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and that town must have a restaurant. We got a little three-wheeler here coming. This is the car of the future. That's hilarious. I think I saw a Top Gear where Jeremy Clarkson was driving one of those things. They should have a buffet and it includes beer. I'll have an entire keg and like 30 pounds of food, and they'll have to roll me out of there. Harndrup, that's the town, a kilometer away. That's brilliant. I'm in the town. Look at this cool church. That's super cool. The white brick and the red tile roof. Up on the hill. God, this has been all hills for the past like half hour or more. So, oh my gosh, all uphill, like 90% uphill, 10% downhill. Oh God. But here is the sea. I don't know, I didn't find there's no restaurant. There's no restaurant. It was just a banquet hall. What the hell? Why is there a banquet hall and no restaurant in a town? People just don't eat at restaurants here, just like in Sweden. They don't do that. So I'm gonna go to a restaurant in Middelfart, where I'm heading. I've been fighting the wind the whole time as well, though. It's blowing against me, and it actually makes it so much harder because it's really strong today. This wind is so crazy. I finally got some food, ate some like fish house, had some more pickled herring. It was, excuse me, it was so-so. They made French fries for me, which were really good too, though. Those were great, but I ate too much. They gave me a huge portion. I ate so much. I didn't even finish it. It's the first time I haven't finished something on this trip. But I mean, I had also drank a whole liter of kefir before that, like yogurt, entire liter of that. I fucking chugged it. So I guess that's why I wasn't that hungry. Or I mean, I was hungry, but not like ultra hungry. But yeah, I'm struggling. My fucking ass hurts so bad from sitting on this seat. My legs, my fucking quads are like just fried. I'm not used to cycling, and it's been more uphill than I expected, and this wind actually makes a huge difference, and it's been going directly against me this whole time. It's like you can see the grass is like blown over. It's super windy, and it like feels like I'm up a gear. No, it's a nice day. Like I like to complain. I love complaining, but realistically, it's been a good day so far. It's not over yet, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna be super sore. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain. I might see if I can just stay another night. This hotel I'm staying at seems to have availability, although tomorrow is Friday, so maybe not. Now this is some serious speed. These trees block the wind, and there's maybe a slight downhill overall to this portion. Top gear right now, still hard. Top gear is maybe a little excessive, a little ambitious, but I'm trying to make speed because I still have a while to go, apparently. A little while to go. Maybe 30 kilometers. I've done about 55. So, yeah, it's a tough one. You can see that big auto bridge right there. I have to take a different bridge. So I'm trying to find my bridge. Oof. Which is, I don't actually know. This is Middelfart. There's a lot of modern buildings right here. This is probably former harbor area. There were some more older buildings back there, but it was kind of run down, to be honest. There's my bridge over there. I guess it's also an auto bridge, but allows bikes. Climb all the way up to the bridge. And I am tired. Annihilate everything that exists. I went the wrong way, so I had to come back, but it's all right. I was pissed, but there's Middelvaart. And here's the, what do you call them, an isthmus or something? I don't know. But we're going over the bridge now. And yeah, I still have a while on the other side of the bridge, but I think it will be okay. But this is actually the ocean. It's not like a river or anything. It's just like a little strait, I guess. A little strait. I don't know if it's a huge shipping route or not. It doesn't look like big ships come through here. I guess it's not worth it for them. Too hard to navigate because it's kind of narrow and probably not that deep. What the fuck is that? Some electrical crazy dome or box. It's an electrical box. That's insane. I guess they let the wind cool it. I don't know. Is that the theory? That's crazy. Maybe is this a big power plant? Oh, I guess no, it goes further. It goes over there. Man, I'm getting tired. It's like just pedaling at normal speed is, and the wind's still working against me. But I just thought those were kind of cool, those electrical things. Kolding, 14 kilometers. That's where I'm going. It's not a bad bike path. Right along the road, which it's a bit loud, but at least it's separate and it's kind of nice flowers and everything. Ah, fuck this route. This route is pissing me off because I was on that bike path, right? And that bike path would have taken me all the way there. But then the route told me to go this way for some reason. I thought maybe there's a reason, so I just followed the route because I've been following this route the whole time. And I don't think there is a reason. I think it's just trying to fuck with me, because now I'm basically going on this like several kilometer long detour through this like hilly terrain, and I'm just not in the mood for that shit. And I was considering, I mean, by the time I figured this out, I'd already gone down a really big hill and then up another one, and so I'd have no interest in going back, because the hill I went down at the start was like insane. See, the route is this way. I don't know why. Maybe it's beautiful here. I can't even tell. No, I mean, it's nice. It's nicer theoretically than going along that road. But it takes me right back to the road. That's the thing. It's not like, oh, it's just slightly longer route, it's nicer. Because I would do that. No, it's a detour off the route, basically. I go off the road, go through some fields, hills, go through this town right here, and then I go back right onto the road. And it's like I'm going 5 extra kilometers or I don't know, not 5, I'm going a couple extra kilometers for no reason. And it's up and down hills, and I'm just tired and I want to get to the hotel. I guess I get to see more interesting Danish architecture. I think that Danish has some really, their modern architecture is really interesting. You know, it's like that's all right, but some of the other stuff, like this is cool. I like this house. You know, they have some cool modern architecture. I'm critical of modern architecture sometimes, certainly, but they have some cool stuff here. And see this hill, they take me on this hill for no reason, just so I can look at a box. Okay, I've seen enough boxes in my time, believe it or not, so I don't need to see that box. What is so special about this place? They're taking me here and exhausting me further. And wasting my time. I don't want to be biking at night, and I'm just going so slow because I'm so tired. I was worried because I had no clue how long I can bike. I don't bike, like, I'm not a cyclist. I you know, have never really done a long cycling trip ever, so I have no clue what I'm capable of. The muscles that are good for cycling are, you know, they're obviously your quads, right? You're hiking and stuff, but there's also hamstrings while you're hiking. You don't really use hamstrings while biking at any point, so it's like my quads are not underdeveloped, but just in terms of biking, and then my ass, really, that's probably the biggest thing, I guess. I don't know how do bikers get used to it, because my ass is like, feels like I just got out of the prison shower. It's not a great feeling sitting on this seat. Oh look, a clown. What, I go this way? Is that what that said? Is that what the sign said? Yeah, I did, because that sign's there. I'm too tired to pay attention. And also, this is a fucking road. Why are they taking me on a road? There's not even a bike path here. I was on a road before, but there's a bike path at least. Oh well. I lose all the hill speed, and then I'll probably have to climb back up a hill without any momentum. So this is my problem with this route. Is that, I didn't even know that Tesla had a sports car like that anymore. Turning right here. Yep, right here, because the left is 5. See, now I have to climb this fucking hill. I have to climb this fucking hill. No momentum. Oh my god, this hill is insane. Oh, because, yeah, my gears are stuck again. Fuck. What the fuck? The handlebar is like bent. Is it loose? I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm just gonna walk up this hill. This is so dumb. Now I'm going all the way down, and then I'm gonna have to go all the way back up, according to a guy. So, yeah, I don't know the point of that, but I'm not a cyclist, so maybe this is fun for a cycle. I mean, going down is fun, but going back up is not, it's not worth it. And also, half the time I go down, there's a fucking turn at the bottom, like here. So I have to lose a bunch of momentum to turn. And now, it's straight up. How fun. How fun is this? Going straight up a fucking hill. There's a lot worse things I could be doing though, to be fair. Everything's relative, so I complain about this, but I'm happy I'm doing it anyway, so keep that in mind, I guess. Oh, fucking hell, this handlebars did it again. While I was going up, and I almost fell off because they bent and then the wheel went sideways. So I went flying off. Okay, these are just loose now. I need to tighten them. I don't know how to tighten them, but I had raised them earlier, and so they were loosened because of that. So I'm wondering if this bolt, I didn't tighten it enough, and I mean, it was fine earlier, but I'm gonna try to fix it. The update is, yeah, I can't even ride it right now. It just is, the handlebar is so loose that every time I try to get on it or turn or anything, it just goes out of position. It seems like a very simple problem. Like, I don't think it's I think something came loose. I think the bolt in here came loose. It's the same bolt I'd used to, although it's not going up and down, but like that, just look at that. It's so loose. It's a simple thing. It's just, this is loose. So obviously something just needs tightened. I'm hoping that it just, you know, takes 2 minutes to fix, and maybe I'll buy a tool or something that can do it in case this happens again. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass, especially now because I'm not on that main highway anymore, which I'm guessing there's buses that run along there, so I have to walk back to that. It's probably a couple kilometers. All right, update. I'm biking again. I found I realized, like, that the tool I needed was pretty simple, and so I just went into the neighborhood and found somebody and they had a tool. So I just it was exactly what I thought. It was just that bolt. I had actually, it's the same bolt, to raise and lower the handlebars. I had raised them today, and so I didn't tighten it enough because I don't know why I didn't. And I like consciously tightened it less than it was before because it was kind of like super tight before. And I was like, oh, just in case I have to change it again, I don't want to like over tighten it and like strip it or something. So yeah, it's good now. I'm gonna buy one of those. I can't imagine they're very expensive. It's just at a 6mm, and I'm gonna get it because also I realized that the handlebars had dropped a little bit as well. It was made, so that's why I was also a little less comfortable now than I was earlier today. It was earlier today I was a lot more comfortable, and I thought, weird, I guess I'm just getting tired. But I mean, it's that, but part of it was that these handlebars had dropped a little bit, and then they just got loose. I'm happy that I just did that. I started walking up here and I realized, oh, there's some houses over there. Everyone here has a bike, 100% somebody has a tool. Just need to find somebody who's outside. I didn't want to like interrupt people, but yeah, usually people are not, you know, glad to help. Cracked open one of these beers. I bought this earlier today. Need some liquid in me and I'm out of water, and apparently I'm only a half hour from the hotel. Actually, it says 28 minutes. It's like 8 right now, so even if it only took me 28 minutes, I get there at 8:30. When at the start of today, it was looking like I'd get there at like 5:30. If I guess, you know, I took breaks and stuff and I stopped at places. So maybe an hour, you know, I stopped for maybe an hour, so 6:30. So I was 2 hours slower. Although to be fair, the route I took was different than the fastest route that Google Maps gave me. So I was basing the time on Google Maps while taking a different route, which wasn't really wise because this route was just further. Like, it took me on several detours, and yeah, I'd like stopped for probably, frankly, like an hour and a half or more, maybe, just because I stopped for the grocery store, which was maybe 20-25 minutes. Then I had lunch, which was maybe 30-35 minutes, and then, you know, that's an hour right there. And then I had some other stops when like this bike fucking broke down, and so yeah, and I took a different route, so maybe it's about right. But I feel like I've been a little slow, but just tired, honestly. And I probably overdid it on the first day. And I guess if I had done like the Google route map, it would have been quicker, and maybe it would have been fine. Because I think it was like 75 kilometers, and maybe this route I'm doing and I'm almost done with, hopefully, is more than that. I don't know if I can track. I don't know if my phone tracks how much I biked today. It does walking. I don't know if it does cycling, but yeah, it was fucking far. So I'll probably plan shorter distances for most days. And I'll look more at the hills too, because it said moderate hills and I didn't believe it. I thought, oh, like moderate hills by like, you know, flat Northern European standards. But these hills are, I would call them moderate. I mean, as far as cycling goes, I mean, you know, if you're in the mountains, it's not hills, it's mountains. So as far as hills go, that's moderate. I think that's pretty accurate. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna finish this and try to pump out the last 30 minutes, although I'm gonna have to follow my GPS because the route goes into the city, and I'll be following the route for another probably 10-15 minutes, and then after that the hotel obviously is not right on the route, or it's not obvious, but it isn't right on the route, so I have to go on a detour. And just following GPS on my phone while riding is impossible for me because I don't have my phone, I don't have like a holder, so I can't look at it. So I have my phone in my pocket at best. I can't just pull it out and like look at turns, and I mean, I can turn on the audio, I guess. That's probably what I'll do, so that it will at least tell me, turn here. So I'll probably do that, but yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal to navigate that way. I'm not gonna buy a phone holder thing. That's just too much. I've already spent probably 1,000 on this this bike here, but it's funny, I bought it for 800. The other one was 1,000, but the other one came with a lock. This one I bought the lock for 100, so it was 900. And then yeah, 50 for the holder thing, so it's 950. Although, so I saved 100 crowns by not buying the bike in Copenhagen, which probably would have fit me better. Although this one's fine, I like this one, but yeah, it just takes some getting used to. Anyway, cheers. All right, almost there. This looks like a working class part of town. I like the buildings here. It reminds me of like England. Guess kind of the same climate zone and everything, so a lot of bricks. Look at that, like terraced housing type of look to it. I'm hoping that the GPS is actually leading me to the right place. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but I can't see it. I'm just listening to when it says to turn, so I'm just kind of following it blindly. I'm getting the hang of these traffic laws with bikes. Not ideal, but well, I can understand why cyclists get upset when people park in the lane, but I'm not gonna cause a scene. There's an ale house here, but all I want to do is get to the hotel, check in, then maybe I'll get dinner. I had a protein shake, really actually helped a lot. I drank the protein shake and immediately felt 10 times better. Yeah, I'll admit I was totally wrong about this place being flat. It's just like San Francisco. Look how hilly this is. I've been walking my bike for the past 5 minutes or so just because it's honestly faster than cycling in first gear up this hill. And my legs are like, yeah, it's just like hard. It's like stiff legs. So this is a little bit, this actually feels pretty good. So I don't feel too embarrassed that I'm walking my bike up the hill after going pretty fucking long ways today. Kind of a nice change of pace. So all the other towns seemed a little hipster touristy. This one doesn't, at least not here in this neighborhood. Like Copenhagen, obviously huge tourist town, also kind of wealthy, a lot of new buildings and stuff. And then Odense, or I guess it's Odense, was nice, but kind of touristy, old buildings only. And I like, and these are old buildings too, so don't get me wrong, I like the old buildings, but these are this place looks interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely go to my hotel. I might bike somewhere, get a bite to eat if there's somewhere open later. So I mean, it's almost 9 probably. I don't know if people serve food that late. If I can, that's the problem. My travel schedule is always so fucked up that I always find it hard to find food. Like by the time I'm eating lunch, it's usually like 3 or 4 p.m. Look at the forecast. If it's gonna rain all day tomorrow, like I think it will, I'm gonna see if I can just stay 2 nights here, because I don't want to cycle all day in the rain. Hello friends. I finally made it into my hotel room. Although this is a bit delayed because I got here around a little before 9:30. Don't remember the last time I think I said I was gonna get here at 8:30. Ended up taking a little longer because there were a lot of fucking hills in this town. Kolding, the town I'm in, a lot of hills. It's like San Francisco. Though I think I actually already mentioned that. I've had a couple of beers. Not drunk, but I might get a little drunk. I bought some Burger King because that's the only place that was open at this hour. It was close by. Haven't had it even in the United States in years, so we're gonna see how it is. It ran me in total a little under 15 US dollars. I got a big bacon double burger thing, and I got like a little cheeseburger as well, just like an add-on. So we'll see how it tastes. And I got some beer here. Anyway, getting here was weird because it's pretty far out, and when I got here, I didn't have any way to get in. There was like no reception, there's no code. Apparently I didn't pay for it because I was supposed to pay in some like online portal. They sent me some link. I didn't check my email, so I was cycling all day. But luckily there's a guy at the sports arena nearby, because this is like connected to the sports arena. He's super nice, and he just gave me the code, and I paid for it online. But he said that it's like a holiday now, so there's actually not a lot of people staying here. So there's definitely rooms available tomorrow if I want. And he said that as a guest here tomorrow, because it's gonna rain tomorrow, he said I can use the whole sports arena, and there's like gyms and stuff and all sorts of sports. So might do that tomorrow instead of cycling and just kind of chill out. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this. I'm not gonna film myself eating this because I feel like, well, I'll take a bite and I'll tell you how it tastes. I'll tell you how it looks. So I got the steakhouse bacon. I forgot, it has like barbecue sauce on it. Just because, whatever. It is pretty wide. This has a lot of barbecue sauce, has mushrooms, onions, bacon, I don't know. But it doesn't have any vegetables, which I'm surprised by. I didn't know that. I just kind of put in things in their kiosk, but let's see. It's fine. I mean, it's probably the same thing you get in the US. Doesn't really taste like what you'd expect from Burger King, I guess. Not that interesting. I don't have anything interesting to say about it, to be honest. It's like Burger King. That's about it. Haven't had it in the US in a while, so I don't know if it is different, but if it is, it's not that crazy. It tastes like what I would have expected. So anyway, that's about it. That's all I have for you tonight. I'm gonna sleep and then probably get this place for tomorrow as well, unless they really jack up the price for some reason, but hopefully they don't, and I'll just stay here, chill out, and then the next day I'm gonna cycle and camp because I need to save some money. So I'll find a campsite, and then the day after I'll get to Germany, and that should be interesting.